What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the Draft to Glory. I had just started a draft. I built a pretty cool 3-4-3 team and I got disconnected whilst winning 1-0 in the second round. It seems like a lot of people had disconnection issues, so that's frustrating, and so I just didn't want to show that footage. You know, there's no point in me showing you guys a second round exit off of a DC and the terrible packs that come with that, so I'm going to be starting fresh again. Now, if you guys are enjoying Draft to Glory and you want to show a thumbs up on the video, that would be much appreciated. I'm going to take the 4-2-3-1 for two reasons. First of all, it's my favourite formation in the game this year, and secondly, it is one of the top end formations for getting yourself a high rated draft, only if you get the good cams. Sometimes you get the grey picks. We'll start with Eden Hazard as our captain, and sometimes you get the blue picks. We're going to get a blue striker, and it's not 99 Ronaldo. Now, if we want to go for rating, Benzema is going to be the one there. I like that Werner, but he's got a better card. I do like this Costa as well. 93 pace and dribbling. Reactions, ball control, composure are great. Strength and aggression is great. I might take Benzema though. Once we put a Hunter Chem style on him, he'll have brilliant, brilliant stats. And now's the truth, guys. This is where it's at. If we get this, we could get a cam here like a Baggio or something. Yeah, there you go. Baggio is in there. Perfect. It's not the ones that we want. We obviously want the blue, not this blue, the dark blue cams. Although Neymar is sensational. Yes. We get 96 cam Neymar. He's going to be our centre cam with that 5-star, 5-star. Love him in there with Benzema up top. And then hopefully we can get, like, I would actually much prefer Socrates if the next cam is also an icon there. Obviously Pele is amazing. Maradona is extremely good. Socrates for the height would be ideal. We're not going to get him. In fact, we don't get anything of note. We'll take Banega. And he links to Benzema, obviously, right there. And we can swap those two around. And that gets Neymar on at least decent chemistry. You know, and if we do get Casemiro or something here, or Zanetti here, Makalele, Mateus, and Zanetti. Whoa! Why couldn't these give me these in separate picks? Zanetti now, Mateus next, and Makalele on the bench. That would have been phenomenal. Obviously, we're going to take Javier Zanetti there. Strong links to Baggio and strong links to Banega. I hope Banega's not in our team at the very end. Even if he is, we could just sub Eden Hazard on. But this is already looking to be a spectacular draft. Give me Team of the Year Kante. Make this the... No, just kidding. Although Fernandinho is good, we swap those around. Boom, massive chem boost. And a lot of brilliant players in our team so far. Our first centre-back is not going to be great. I will take Caceres though, 93 for defending and physical, brilliant stats. We just need to boost his pace and dribbling really, so if I can get an engine chem style on him, that would probably be ideal. And then in at right back, Hector Bellerin, Serge Aurier. Interesting, that's the upgraded Serge Aurier. Really, really good stats, really good stats. And higher rated than Bellerin. But Bellerin is the new Carnival card. That would be our second Carnival card in the draft, and I kind of want to take him. I don't really have any real viable reason as to why, other than the fact that I just do, and that's it. And then our next centre back is going to be Chiellini. Nice save there, links into Caceres as well. And then last but not least, in at left back, could take Asamoah. Soft links and gets a good chem style for us. And Saldi soft links and gets a good chem style as well. We'll take Ansaldi. We'll swap those two around. We'll get that extra little chem boost. And we'll swap those two around and get another extra little chem boost. And that takes us to 85 chemistry, 87 rated. This is a weird draft because we've got some brilliant players. Benzema, Neymar, Baggio, Zanetti, Fernandinho, even Caceres and Chiellini and Hector Bellerin. But then we've got some terrible players with our left back and our left cam. And then, you know, our centre-backs are good, but they're not the Varane and whatnot that we want. And for the sake of the chemistry in the team, we'll take Donnarumma there. We'll swap those two around. That actually doesn't help too much, or at all, actually. But that is a good start, guys. An 89 rated, 95 chem team, and we can improve this team a lot. Ooh. If we take Trent, that's a really, like, he's just better than Bellerin. Way better. Or we could take Del Piero and bring him on to that cam roll with the 5-star weak foot. That would be 4 5-stars up in, sorry, 3 5-stars in cam roll for one reason or another. That's a tough one, that is. And if we get, obviously, Virgil at one stage, he'll link to Trent. I don't know what to do. I'm going to take Del Piero, guys. I feel like he would just be a better all-round pick for us. And I'm also going to take 97 Lionel Messi. That is brilliant for rating. And just brilliant in general to have Messi coming on as a sub late game. And Team of the Year, De Bruyne. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Let's pop De Bruyne in there. That takes us to 98 chemistry, 91 rated with 2 huge players on the bench. Do we go up to 100 with that? No. 2 absolutely huge players on the bench. This team is really good. Oh, man. This could be our best ever draft. Bentancur or Oblak. Oblak's high rated but doesn't link at all. Bentancur, he can go into that CDM role and then Zanetti on the right hand side, although then De Bruyne would lose chem, but Chiellini would gain chem. And in fact, Bentancur would be fine for chem because we'd switch Chiellini over, but then Caceres wouldn't have the chemistry either. This is a tricky one. I'm going to take Bentancur. We're not going to start him. I might sub him on as a fullback, or I might put Zanetti at fullback and Bentancur elsewhere. Oh man, Raheem Sterling can come in as well. Again, doesn't fit because he's a winger, but we've got a massive, massive bench here. Give me Yashik. No, we got no goal. Sometimes Team of the Year De Gea pops here. Not on this occasion. Sorry. I should have taken the chem style. What have we got? Brick. God damn it. Both chem styles that I've got for the goalkeepers are terrible. 2 defensive picks to go. A Maldini or a Moore or something like that would be ideal. And you know what? There is that Van Dijk that I had a feeling would come, but I don't care because Alexandro is perfect. A huge, huge upgrade to our squad. Messi on the team. Sorrentino off, Del Piero on the team. That takes us to a 192 currently. Well, if we get the chemistry, which we should be able to. And that is with an 89 and a 90 on the bench. Can we get 3 or 4 big picks here? A team of the... Ooh, Socrates is okay, 86 rated. Does take us down to a 91 again. Does Sterling take us back up to the 92 rating? He does not. So we're well off a 193. I would need a couple of the 99s to get a 193. Here we go with the... Oh, it's blue. Christian Eriksen's okay. Christian Eriksen can go into that cam role. The Neymar as a sub, maybe as a striker. Busquets just doesn't really work for us. Felipe Anderson the same. I'm going to take Christian Eriksen. Now, we could start Eriksen. It wouldn't help for chemistry, to be fair. It would just be a different player in there. Because, yeah, if we did that, and then that does... Oh, wait, hold on. And then that. Yeah, it's still 98. We are 1 link away. Am I missing... maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. But having De Bruyne, Eriksen, Baggio, and then Neymar and Del Piero. Oh, and Messi. This is the best attacking team I've had for a long time. Another dark blue. I might take Ziyech to see if we can get a 192. It's an okay card. 2-star weak foot I don't like, but 4-star skill moves and really good stats is quite nice. He's the highest rated, and we've already got so many super subs anyway. That's where we're at. Let me sort out chem styles, guys, and I will be right back. All right, that's my chem styles done. It is a bit of a weird mix of a team. What do we get for our last pick? We get Castillejo. Sadly, it's not going to be a 192. However, it's still a top draft. I'm really happy with this draft. Who have we got going in here? So we've got him up there. Let's get Fernandinho back into that CDM role. In terms of the attack, this is hands down one of the better attacks we have had ever. It's missing, obviously, a couple Team of the Years, but it's got so many Team of the Years that it's not really a big issue. Let's pop him in there. And let's get KDB in there. So it doesn't matter. Like, I'm probably going to start with Neymar, Baggio, and De Bruyne. I don't think I'm going to move that around. I think that's a fantastic attack. And then we can bring Del Piero, Messi, or Sterling on at striker instead of Benzema. We can bring Bentancur, which I don't need to do now, actually. I could still put Zanetti in at CDM, in at centre-back, and he would be a great centre-back. And take Caceres off, but I've got the anchor chem style that I've put on Caceres. Do we have a high rated card? No, we don't. This is a super draft. This is a super draft. We can get a Premier League manager. We should be able to get up to 100 chem. Oh, there you go. Spanish La Liga manager is perfect for 100 chem. So it's a 191 only, but it is a high 191, nearly a 192, and it is just a strong draft. I'll be very, 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 very disappointed if I don't make it to the final with this draft, unless I come up against a super player. You know, obviously, every now and then you're liable to come up against a super player. And I'll be no different than that. My 2 CDMs are great. My cams and striker are brilliant. My backline is fantastic. My goalkeeper's strong. My bench is amazing. I'm excited to play with this team, guys. We're going to be experiencing some really cool players in this draft. Let's get into the action. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got an absolutely fantastic 190 squad. Team of the year De Bruyne, 3 prime icon moments, the special Sergio Ramos, Carnival, Hector Bellerin, couple of good other players in there with, you know, the informed Sané and Paul Pogba, informed David Silva, and just generally a pretty cool squad. However, my opponent wasn't super great, and after I scored a really early goal, I then got 2 penalties in quick succession, and you can see here we're at the end of the game in the 90th minute, 6-1 up with a free kick on the edge of the box because he just trolled the whole game. You know, he didn't take the game seriously. I'm very surprised he didn't quit. He was sliding all over the place, giving away free kicks and all sorts. And you'll see here from the match stats, obviously 7-1 up is fantastic. He had 37% possession, and he just wasn't really trying. So I don't want to show the goals because they're just terrible. Into the second game, guys, an absolute monster 189. Team of the year Neymar, prime icon moments, Scholes, Zanetti, Best and Yashin, 95 Maradona. A really weak backline, although FFS Mendy at left back is pretty good. And in this game again, we get another early goal. So the ball comes out on the left-hand side here to Baggio. It pops back to me on the top of the box. It comes into De Bruyne off the woodwork, back to KDB, and in the back of the net for 1-0. My opponent then levelled things up just straight off a kickoff. George Best cutting inside. Brilliant finish, to be fair, to make it 1-1. And my opponent then scored a second goal as well. Ball pops up to Richarlison. Weird shot that as well. He kind of hit that with the laces. And I don't know how you do that. I guess it's just an animation that has to be done by chance, and I've never ever done that before. Fortunately enough, we got back in at 2-2 after 25 minutes, and then on a stroke of half time we made it 3-2. Ball down the left hand side into Neymar. He gets in behind, keeper comes out, Neymar just finds a space, scoops, shoots and scores, and that's 3-2. And we soon made it 4-2 into the second half as well, guys. Just 10 minutes in here as well. My man's like pushing up all-out attack. Neymar down the left-hand side. We've got lots of options. His defense does recover a little bit. A couple of La Croquetas there. Ball pops back to him after a tackle. It comes to Zanetti on the edge of the box. A lovely drag back. Finds Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne with a running fake shot. Gets inside with a La Croqueta. Shoots and scores. And that is 4. And we end up winning the game 4-2, sending us into the semi-final. That guy had a really good team. He ended up quitting right at the end as well. So a really, really strong performance in the second round. Moves on to the semi-final. As I said to you guys, when I built this team, I'd be upset if I didn't at least make the final with this team. And we are well on our way. And into the semi-final, another monster team. Some phenomenal players there. 93 Neymar, Vieira, Makalele, George Best, 3 team of the years in the back line, and headliner Marquinhos. That is a sensational back line, but the 3 at the back is always going to cause issues with getting exposed defensively, and we was able to score straight off of kickoff for the 3rd game running, with Karim Benzema this time popping that one into the back of the net. I eventually made it 2-0 here, 34 minutes or so on the clock. Down the right-hand side to Del Piero. He backed off me just a little too much. I got time to scoop, shoot, and score to make it 2-0. And my opponent eventually got one back very late on. George Best with a very weird goal there. Just back to goal. First time volley, swivel volley. But it didn't make any difference, guys. We get ourselves into the final after a 2-1 victory. A really comfortable performance as well. His only goal was his only shot on target. Dominated possession, passing, tackles, the works. And we send ourselves into the final. And in the final, we come up against another big team. Naki Williams, Carnival card, Salah's striker card, Socrates, Scholes, Maradona, Maldini, and Yashin. Amazing icons in there. He's got 2 exceptional fullbacks, Diego Godin. He's also changed the chem style, so he really knows what he's doing. But for the 4th consecutive game, we get ourselves a kick-off goal, the scoop, shoot and score from Neymar this time, putting us 1-0 up, and I was dominant in this game. Eventually 1 became 2, KDB here gets in, Del Piero gets in, scoop, shoots and scores to make it 2. However, unfortunately, my opponent from kickoff pulled it back to 2-1. Marcelo here, you know, look at my team, man. They're literally standing still. They're just stagnant. Good shot, good finish. Good goal, really, to make it 2-1. And then late in the game, there's no need for me to be attacking. I could just see this game out. He scores a good finish there as well with Inaki Williams. And then in 5 minutes later, he gets in behind again. And you can see my defense is so pushed up the field because I don't like playing the defensive drop-back narrative in draft. I'd much prefer to just play a game where I try and score goals, but at 2-0 I could easily have just managed the game, and I didn't. I did dominate the game in every way, shape and form except for goals. You know, I created way more opportunities, good opportunities as well from great areas, but I just mistimed or misjudged my shot types, and my opponent ended up hitting me on the counter a couple of times late and stole the win away. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. All right, guys, so we end up losing in the final there. Pretty brutal, to be honest. I thought I played a good game. I did pretty much everything I can, other than perhaps a little bit of bad decision-making in front of goal, and then just some really bad luck as well. You know, my opponent's keeper made some unbelievable saves. I hit the post and bar a few times. I missed a penalty. You know, he got in a lot of blocks, and then he just countered me twice later on. He scored a kickoff goal, went 2-0 up, and I thought, honestly, in my mind, I'm thinking, like, this is just done. Like, I'm 2-0 up, I'm cruising. This guy's barely even creating any opportunities. I can manage the game from here. But conceding the kickoff goal pulled him straight back in. And then after that, he still just sat back and tried to counter. And me being stupid, tried to go for the 3rd goal. I could have just still managed the game out. So, as I say, a little bit of bad decision-making from me kind of cost me the final there, because I definitely feel like I deserved to win that one. I had 20 shots and 15 on target. I dominated possession. I had way better passing. I had the same or more tackles. I feel like I should have won that one. But as I've explained a few times, where I've kind of dominated people offensively and still lost due to a few counter-attacks, it's on me to make better choices in front of goal to turn those 20 shots and 15 targets to 2 goals into 20 shots, 15 targets to 6 goals or 8 goals. You know, that's on me. That's for me to figure out how to be better in that regard. With that being said, this team was still absolutely phenomenal. Baggio was okay. A lot of stamina issues on him. I don't know what his stamina is. 76, yeah. You could definitely tell by half time his stamina bar was like in the light green. And I'm just like, damn, that's terrible. So Messi came on a fair bit. Benzema got subbed off. I think he actually scored in one of the games from kickoff. It might have even been the final. Yeah, he scored in one of the games, but Del Piero got subbed on, and this is what the team looked like. And yeah, genuinely a joy to play with. Absolutely fantastic. Even though we lost in the final, that's just FIFA for you, man. You know, on another day, I'll play a little bit better and I'll get a win there, but it's not the end of the world. And we end up getting a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack and a Premium Gold Players Pack. That is not terrible. In terms of making our coins back, we've obviously made, again, about 3,000 match coins back. So we're looking for about 12k coins here. And we're going to get a board to start things off with. So we're going to be in a good spot. Is that going to be right wing? That's going to be Bernardo Silva. That's a really good start. An 84 rated from the 15k pack. Is pretty legit, not gonna lie. We get an 83 rated in there as well with Farman, so that's very, very nice all in all. And just looking at the consumables, what I know they sell for, they can go, is that a sellable kit? No. Yeah, just what I know the players will sell for and what the consumables will sell for. The fact that we got Bernardo Silva in there and a goalkeeper, we are well on our way to making our coins back, even though we're not, you know, we might not get a walkout or anything good here. Because there's 12 players here, even at discard price and such, or selling them at 500, 600 coins a piece, we're going to be in a good spot. So do we get another board? We do get another board, though. So fantastic. So we are going to make some good coins here. It's going to be Mario Mandzukic as well. So another really good pull. 284s out of those rewards for losing in the final. We've had worse for winning the final, that's for sure. So yeah, happy with that. A couple of good players in there as well. Loads of duplicates. He'll go up to the trade pile. And these guys I will just, I'll just list up like min, and then one click. If they go on open bid, they go on open bid. If they sell for, you know, for these guys 900 coins, so be it. But with the 284s and with everything else involved there, That's a big win. We end up making profit even though we lost out of the final, which is the whole point of Draft to Glory. I am really, really looking forward, guys, to Team of the Season. I think Team of the Season is coming super soon. I think we could be just 4 or 5 weeks away from Team of the Season. For me, Draft to Glory really kicks up a gear when Team of the Season is there because we get to experiment with even more players and we get the better chance of packing a whole bunch of players. So I'm really, really looking forward to that, guys. But for now, this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.